Hey guys, welcome back to Top Tier Sports. I'm Victor. It's NFL Thursday. So I'm here to give you my weekly picks, although they've been struggling lately, along with just the recent news around the league. First thing I want to highlight, there's two main things. One, the two undefeated teams still in football are, of course, the New England Patriots, not shock. And then the San Francisco 49ers are now 5-0 through the first 6 weeks, along with their bye. So good for them. I don't think many people expected them to be in this position, especially with how tough the rest of that division is. Debatably one of the best divisions in football, if not the best, considering that the weakest link is the Cardinals, and they're only a half game back from 500. And we will see if the 49ers continue it. Also, as we said, the New England Patriots, 6-0 through the first 6 weeks. I don't see that stopping anytime soon. I will say right now I have them going at least 8-0 before the possibility of a loss. But who knows? Maybe they'll shock me. So, with that, other news around the league. Washington got their first win of the year in the Battle of the Tank for Tua Bowl and beat Miami by what ended up being only a point and could have turned out to be a loss to them with the 2-point conversion. So, interesting how that played out. I did not expect Miami to be as close as they were, and considering aside from them running a real crappy 2-point conversion, they could have gotten their first win of the year. Makes me wonder if they actually are tanking. Anyways, with that, let's get into our weekly picks. Not too much else to cover in the league for this week. Kansas City at Denver, Thursday Night Football. Tonight, I have Kansas City. This is almost a lock pick for me. I'm going to hold off per recommendation of some others. And who knows, if Denver wins, maybe I will thank them after this. But Kansas City has lost 2 in a row now after losing to the Colts on Monday Night Football and then losing to the Texans last week. I don't think they lose 3 in a row. Patrick Mahomes has only ever lost 2 in a row, now twice up till this point in his career. I don't think it extends to 3. Yes, the Broncos are 2-4. Maybe they should have a couple more wins. I don't see them being anywhere near the caliber of the Chiefs. So right now the Chiefs are favored by 3. I think they will blow that out and get the win. Not quite a lock pick for the week. Rams at Falcons. Both these two teams have been shaky up to this point. The Rams have been nowhere near what I thought they were going to be. Now 4-2 on the year. But I have the Rams winning this one on the road. The Falcons are even worse. Whereas the Rams just aren't quite as good as I thought they would be, the Falcons are actually bad. I have the Rams winning on the road, pretty solid victory, and of course, Jalen Ramsey now to the team. The only other news I wanted to highlight this week, Jalen Ramsey got traded. First off, the Rams traded Marcus Peters earlier in the day, this past week, and then to the Baltimore Ravens, and then turned it around, traded 2 first-round picks and a 4th for Jalen Ramsey. I think this is absolutely stupid for the Rams. I'm not saying Jalen Ramsey isn't the best corner in the league, but you basically trade away your future, and you're not even the top 2 team in your division right now. You are maybe looking at a second wild card. So, I don't think it quite takes them to the team they think they are, or they want to be. I think it's more on the offensive line than Jared Goff right now. But we'll see. That defense is still stellar, and maybe now Jared Goff has to put up even less points because they basically have one of, if not the best defenses in the league. Miami at Buffalo, this is the lock of the week. I know I try not to pick on Miami too much, considering I think they will lose almost every game of this year, if not every game. There probably won't be a game that they become a favorite, but this one's a lock. Buffalo is a lot better than I thought they were going to be coming into this year. Congrats to you, Bills Mafia. Keep it up at home versus Miami. That's your top tier lock of the week. Jacksonville at Cincinnati. I think Jacksonville will go in, win this game. Not quite a lock of the week. I want to see, obviously they haven't been without Jalen Ramsey for quite some time. However, AJ Green could be back this week, and if he is, it'll be interesting to see that receiving core with Tyler Boyd and AJ Green both back. I still have the Jags winning on the road. Minnesota at Detroit. Detroit got robbed, absolutely robbed. By Trey Flowers took 2 penalties. Neither one was a penalty. Both were called hands to the face. It's absolutely ridiculous. And honestly, I'm just going to say, I think Aaron Rodgers, this was a debate I had with Brett, is slightly overhyped. And that will turn into our next top tier debate. at some point in the upcoming future of the NFL season. However, Detroit got robbed. Instead of being first in the division at 3-1-1, they are last at 2-2-1. The actual best team in football right there, or best division in football, in my mind, with the NFC West being close behind. However, Minnesota has gotten back on their roll. I think they pull out this win. I like them to take away this division, honestly, and they're going to need to win these divisional games if they're going to do it. Oakland at Green Bay. As Green Bay got a win they probably didn't quite deserve. However, a win to win. They're 5-1 on the year. I think they beat Oakland at home, considering that should be one of their easier matchups in the upcoming weeks for Green Bay and in their past couple weeks. Houston at Indianapolis. Houston's looked very strong these past couple weeks. I still don't quite think they're the team that other people think they are, so we'll see how it turns out. I'm going to take the Colts at home. If the Colts want to win this division and really make a statement after losing Andrew Luck, obviously, at the very beginning of the year to retirement, and now having Jacoby Brissett, who is still underrated as a QB, they need to win this game. Historically, they do well versus the Texans. We'll see if they keep that up. Arizona at the Giants. I have Arizona winning this one. They made a statement to me last week against the Falcons, showed they really can win games. Kyler Murray has looked very impressive, player of the week this past week. I have them going in, and even though Saquon Barkley's back, I have them sneaking out a win versus the Giants. San Francisco at Washington. Easy pick. San Francisco, I have them improving to 6-0 on the year, staying undefeated. Still one of the only two undefeated teams. And Washington, not looking good still, despite their one win to Miami. Chargers at Tennessee. This one is my toughest game of the week, and I forgot to mark it, but it's my game to watch. Just because both teams, I don't know quite what to think. Ryan Tannehill has been named starting QB for the Titans. However, I think the Chargers really just need to figure it out. I think they need to figure out how to incorporate both their running backs and get them each significant amount of touches to the point that they can both succeed as opposed to limiting each of them. I have the Chargers winning this one on the road after a tough loss to the Steelers at home and really getting back on track for them. The Saints at the Bears. This will be a very low-scoring game in my mind, two of the better defenses in the league. I have the Saints coming out with a win. They've looked very, very impressive and still look, if they can hold out a couple more weeks for Drew Brees to get back around the Week 10, Week 12 mark. Baltimore and Seattle. Both teams have looked great this year. However, Russell Wilson's looked like the MVP. Him and Christian McCaffrey, and with Patrick Mahomes not doing great these past 2 weeks, have really proven to be the top two candidates. I always know that Seattle is a very, very tough place to play. I think they improved their record at home and stay on top of that division, or stay in second in that division. Philly at Dallas. Very tough game. Tough loss for each of these two teams last week. However, Dallas just doesn't look good. Dak Prescott isn't worth the money he's asking. Jason Garrett amazes me that he has still the job security he has. Not that he hasn't been fired, but still that Jerry Jones can go out there and say, yeah, we're not even looking at firing Jason Garrett, is ridiculous to me because they have done absolutely nothing under him. One playoff win in, I think, 10 years. It's ridiculous. You should be 3-3, Dallas. And if I was a Dallas fan, I would be pissed right now. So I think the Eagles go in. Doug Pearson promised to win this week. I think he delivers. They make a statement. Deshaun Jackson could be coming back. And yeah, Philly on the road, Sunday Night Football. Finally, New England at the New York Jets. The Jets pulled out what was actually a pretty big upset last week in Dallas in New York, but still versus the Cowboys. So great win for them, but I don't see it continuing. Obviously, the Patriots are just too strong. I think the Jets may put up 14 points in this game. They'll get blown out still. And yeah, New England stays undefeated, them in San Francisco, as the only two teams up till this point. So we have one lock pick of the week, one game to watch. Minnesota Detroit is my other game to watch. I forgot to mark this. Sorry, guys. However, thank you for tuning in to Top Chair Sports. Make sure to like, comment, smash that subscribe button. Let me know who your lock pick of the week is. Let me know if you think Kansas City gets upset tonight on Thursday Night Football. And we didn't quite get 40 views on our last video, so Kaylee wasn't back. If we hit that mark on any video, For NFL, she will be back. If we hit 30 views on a hockey video, she'll be back for hockey. Thanks, guys.